What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-High Radio. Shout in, stepping in the building. I got a friend and family member, ATL legend and comrade off in this thing. Baby D, what's going on with it, boss?
What's happening, B-High, man? Long time. How you doing, sir?
I mean, feeling good, feeling great. Okay. But D, you done brought some fellas in here with you, man.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
y'all over here doing blockbuster movie, cinema
Yes,
type
sir.
stuff
Yes,
in this
sir.
thing.
It's that time,
Piranha,
man.
Lens, what's going on with it, fellas?
You know, we chilling, man. We here.
Hey, man, I'm glad to have y'all here. I had a chance to marinate on that doggone trailer. The trailer was off the damn chain, okay? The name of the movie is The Block Crew, okay?
Yes, sir.
Baby, take me to day one. How did you get involved in this thing and what's really good with it?
Well, you know, it basically started off with Mr. SOCE. You know what I mean? We had Block Boy. He started off as a cartoon. Okay, so we wanted to do an animation series with the Block Crew, but then the more and more we got into it, we was like, let's just do a full feature film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hit up, you know, my boy Lens right here.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that he had the talent, he had the eye. We hit up Piranha, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had the pen, so he
Okay,
could write.
then.
So we put it together, and you know, the rest is history, man. I just, you know, it really surprised me how it came about, because it
My
started
God.
off basically with just an idea.
Okay then, so now I'm about to move around, fellas. Piranha,
Yes, sir.
penning this thing. I mean, creative process, just trying to make sure all of the verbiage was together, man. What was that like for you, sir?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a little tricky or whatever, but you had to basically write to how like some of the people talk. So, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? But then they threw in a whole lot of ideas, so they helped the whole process move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really couldn't even did it without the squad.
Exactly, Lens. I mean, them angles, man. We see them in the trailer, sir. Talk to me about capturing this movie.
Oh man, it was different, put it like that. I'm used to doing music videos,
Yeah.
documentaries, and when he came to me about doing a movie, it kind of excited me, and you know, put a crew together. And then me, I just wanted to come with a cinematic style that showed Atlanta in a different view. Like I told him, Atlanta's a playground. There's a lot to play with out here, so let's
Yeah.
go out here and just see
Yeah,
what it
though.
could bring us. And
Come on.
Exactly.
yeah, so we came out here and just, you know, try to support Atlanta and bring Atlanta to another light.
I ain't mad at that. Now, I mean,
Exactly.
D, talk to me though, man. Why
Okay.
was it so important for you to show this side of the A? and bring it-
Well, you know, I grew up watching movies, you know,
Yeah.
like Boys in the Hood, you know, Menace to Society,
Yeah.
you know, Belly, you know, New Jack City, you know, and I've always, you know, not taking away nothing from, you know, nobody who's doing, you know, anything in Atlanta, but I just feel like that we don't have a Belly, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We don't have like a New Jack City. Like New Jack City, you know, was based out of New York. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like Boys in the Hood, you knew it was based out of, you know what I'm saying, LA. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Same thing with Menace to Society. It was based out of LA and LA culture. You
That's
feel what
right.
I'm saying? So that's what the Block Crew is. You know, it's based off of Atlanta and Atlanta culture. When you look at the movie, you're gonna see landmarks that's not even here anymore. You're gonna see people that you recognize, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be one of those movies to that where that comes from Atlanta, but you don't know nobody in Atlanta from
Ain't nobody in
you like,
Atlanta.
man, they shot that in my hood and they try to make it look like New York. No, that's
Yeah.
that's Buckhead.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Or that Carver home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that is what we bring in, the different aspect we bring in from the eye side on the movie end. You know, and me being from Atlanta, you know, and just having Atlanta pride. You know,
Come on.
any way that I could, you know, display the city in its real light, I try to.
What was it like getting your acting on in this thing, though, D?
Well, you gotta understand, you know, I'm an entertainer, so you know, I every day I wake up, I'm in a movie. You
Yeah.
understand? And if you notice that most, you know, artists, you know, from like you know, LL Cool J, you know, Will Smith, they always wind up crossing over. Ice Cube, good example. They always wind up crossing over from music
Yeah.
into movies or some form of,
Yeah.
of television, and that's just because it's just another form of entertainment.
Come on.
And the way what's going on now with the generation is they want to see you before they hear you.
Facts.
So it's like we need to have the visuals out there. Then they gonna be like, oh, that's Baby D. Oh, I remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's another reason why. You know, I felt like, you know, this would be a good lane, you know what I'm saying? Not just for me, but for, you know, like my dog Piranha, you know,
Yeah.
he very talented,
Yeah.
lyricist, you know, so this just the way to slide in, you know what I mean, and come in from the back though,
Come
instead
on.
of coming in right in your face.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
So this is something that people wouldn't expect. And to this day, like right now, I'm still surprised.
Damn.
You know, for a real thing, like my man Piranha wrote the movie,
Yeah.
and he also starring in it. So, you know,
Yeah.
he did a superb job. And the funny thing was, getting into it, you know, they rappers.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm telling like, it's a little different story, you know, rapping and acting.
And,
Like,
then, and then even like,
but I
even
knew
like,
they knew how to act because y'all rappers.
yeah, and then even Fats, you know, Fats, he's a celebrity barber.
Yeah.
So he's a barber, but he does music.
Yeah.
And when you see how he captured his character, same way with Smarts. You see what I'm saying? He owns a whole like moving business.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But when the character, like how he wrote it, he portrays that role perfectly. So you know what I mean? Everybody fell into place. They killed their characters, and I feel like that when people see it, they gonna feel the same way that we feel.
I feel that. Piranha, penning that thing and acting in it in the same time. What was it like watching your words come to life on set?
Man, it was awesome. Honestly, man, I used to go to like a lot of little casting calls or whatever, man, and they never really get picked for it. So I just basically, when Dizzy came over there with the idea of like a movie, I just basically jumped at it. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? This could be like one of mine or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just actually dope, man, just seeing something that you write or whatever, man, just come to life and somebody show appreciation for your work or whatever.
Exactly.
So that was just dope, man.
Lens, I mean, having to put it all together, man. You done seen them boys acting their ass off. I'm pretty sure you had hours of film to go to chop up. What was that like on that editing flow, man?
Editing flow, it was wild.
Okay.
Put like
See
this.
there.
We shot it in stages, and I edited myself.
Yeah.
But I had a little, you know, once I finished, you know, get critique, they tell you like this, you don't like this, and then I'll go back to the drawing board and fix what I know they don't like. But the editing process, you know, from the first time getting into it was kind of like scrambled eggs. It was like all over the place.
My God.
Then once I got into the process, I was like, okay, it started getting more and more as we started doing our scenes. More I started seeing how they were getting more in focus in the movie as it was going, and the process started getting easier. But
See that?
I had fun editing it. It was my first time putting a movie together, and I felt like, you know, I had to do my best.
You damn
know what
right.
I'm saying?
Damn right.
First impression, your best. You know, you got to come out here hard, come out there
swinging.
swinging.
You ain't never lied.
But I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about that Beehive is like,
Get in here.
you know, everybody, you know, they saying like, you know, it's they first. Well, really it's not, because we grew up in this entertainment industry.
Facts.
So it's like that's what I'm stressing. Like we all blessed with a talent. You see what I'm saying? And it's all about us tapping into that talent.
Facts.
And you might think that you need to be doing this, but this is what you really need to be doing. So once you figure out what your talent is and you just focus on that thing, I feel like, you know, that is the key to having a successful business and a successful career. You know what I mean? With my boy Lens, he been fine with the editing. So if he can edit a video, why he can't edit a movie? If he can shoot a wedding, why he can't shoot a movie?
Come
you know,
on.
That's the mentality
and that's what I appreciate.
that I have, and that's the mentality that we need to, as a people, look at ourselves. If I can write a song, I can write a movie.
Come on.
If I can write a song, I can write a play. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look outside the box, because it's bigger than
You
what's
can perform,
right
you
here.
can act. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
D, as a pioneer, you know, in the forefather of this Atlanta rap scene and just hip hop all together, man, how do you feel about the scene right now where it seems like it's reverting back to the OG's hands again, son?
Okay. Well, I feel like, you know, one thing that my grandma always instilled inside of me was there's nothing new up under the sun. So everything that you think that you seen now, it's been done before, and that's all we're just seeing. You know, we the same stuff that we was doing like back then. It's just coming back full circle. The same hairstyle, the same shoes.
Come on.
They done brought the same Jordans out for the same year that since I was going to school. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same design and everything. So and they still making money off of it. So it's like, one thing about a good product is that once you have a good product, once it's stamped, it's certified, and it mean that it's never gonna get old, and people gonna just, all they're gonna do is a blueprint for the next thing. So I'm proud of, you know, how Atlanta is doing a thing, you know what I mean, and basically embellishing, you know, all of the music, and basically giving, you know, paying homage, because you know, we've been down here, you know, in the South being slept on for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like we put our foot on their necks, and now we ain't letting up.
DL, we gonna get a big oomph reboot in this thing, man, because that's what we need. Okay.
Yeah, well, big shout out to Gorilla, you know what I'm saying? You know, she redid Hold On Ho, you know what I'm saying? And big shout out to the Migos, they did Walk It, you know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of few sprinkles out there, you know what I mean? So, I feel like it's quality over quantity, you know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta just let it play out the way it's meant to play out, because I feel like our life is already planned. All we gotta do is just wake up.
Am I gonna get Baby D, Monte on a beat, Jelly on a mix, and Big Goop in that thing, cranking it up? That's what I need to know.
For sure.
Okay, that's what I'm asking about.
For sure. We actually about to get ready to work on something. He has a film company. He just dropped something. So we working on something. There's a lot of things in the works right now. So I think 2026 next year. Okay. We're gonna do a recap of what we talked about. And then we're gonna come back. We're gonna have a different conversation.
Come on now.
I brought you some gifts too, man. I brought you some gifts, man.
What we got?
I can't never come, empty-handed, man.
Come on with it.
I brought you some,
Christmas time.
for sure, block crew hat.
Okay.
I had to bring your block crew, so you officially part of the block crew.
Appreciate
Part of the block crew, man.
We
We got some SOC. This is the production company. Also, we got a clothing line real big in Dubai, over 1 million sold. You see what I'm saying? So there's a pair of socks. Tio, I got you a pair of socks. Got you the pink ones, you know what I mean? My boy Wiki, I thought he was gonna be here. I got him the black and white. So maybe I want to mix and match, you know what I'm saying? You get him one. I did my part.
Move your feet,
I did bring you a wristband, cause I know you like to be in the gym.
I just rolled this thing.
That's about it, man.
I appreciate that, man.
He got one for you for the cameraman. For the cameraman.
Coach Joe, you ain't
got everybody.
I'm holding for Wick.
Yeah, man. So this basically right here, is one of the big, one of the biggest, what I'm trying to say. No, you're not even brand, man. Like this right here, these socks right here is like one of the biggest products that we got right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I brought y'all these, because they're very sentimental to us from the company. So that's what I'm bringing them to y'all.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Products right there. Yep.
No, I ain't mad at that at all. So I mean, y'all just getting it in. Now I do also know that we got a screening going on in this thing as well, fellas.
August the 8th. We doing the screening for the block crew.
Okay.
It's gonna be at Look in Buckhead. You see what I'm saying? We doing the red carpet at 7.
Okay,
come spiffy.
Yep. Come black ties. The screening starts at 8.
Okay.
Okay, and then we doing the Q&A at 10 o'clock. Be on time, because we already got so many RSVPs, and I know I didn't RSVP. I know he didn't RSVP. I know he didn't. So I'm bringing like 5. I'm bringing like 5. I know you came like 5. So if I was you, we ain't doing it at State Farm Arena. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be sentimental and kind of be.
You better be on time.
Yeah, be on time. I'm
first
just saying. First come, first serve. The seats gonna fill up fast, and I just want everybody to experience. What we experienced when we watched the film.
How did y'all feel when y'all watched the film?
Honestly, I ain't even watched the film all the way. I've seen pieces of it, but honestly, I'm waiting till the premiere or whatever. I want to, me personally, I want to watch it when everybody else watched it for the first time.
But me personally, I watched it 100 times. And it's the same. I get the same feeling because I seen it grow. So it's like your son or your daughter. You see it grow from a little bit of nothing, and us just doing behind the scenes, and us trying to scramble to find a location, us trying to do this to now actually seeing it come into like real life. Like it's just.
It's one thing to start a project, but it's a good thing to finish.
Come on now. Those are the biggest things right there. Come on now.
That was my main thing. I was like, man, we got to finish this. I don't care what it takes. So
how long y'all were working on it?
2 years probably.
Okay,
we started,
then.
I can tell you the date we started, September 15, 2023.
My God.
And we finished April 26, 2024.
I'm here for
Well,
that.
that little time process, like you're gonna see a lot of places, man, that clubs and stuff
So
that ain't even open no more.
anymore, yeah.
So
Fast.
we captured that like in time with the
Exactly.
film, man.
Yeah, the clubs was just for us to shoot this movie.
You did.
Come on, man. Come on. I mean, how do you feel too, man, using this as a historical document of the city of Atlanta at the same time too?
Well, coming from, from the legendary Count, with ATL, Ho,
Come
East
on.
Side, West Side. If you notice, like, our track record is like we always want to represent for the city. That's just me. Like, I've always represented Decatur. I always represent,
Come on.
Before it was cool, I was from Decatur.
Yeah,
And before
yeah.
anybody even knew about Decatur, I
Come
was from
on.
County Road, Martrell, Tilson, McAfee,
Yes,
all that.
sir.
So,
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? So, I've been from Decatur, I've been from Atlanta, and I just love my city. So,
Come on.
when I was coming up, that's what we was brought up on, loving where you from and representing your
Exactly.
side. So it's like any way I can display the city in a good light, because
Come
a
on.
lot of folks gonna talk about it did going on in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Nah, we got some real stuff going on down here too.
Come
you know what
on,
I'm saying? So
man.
I just try to
Yeah.
show that side, so you won't think that it's always this going on. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm just trying to just show a different side of the city. That's
I
all.
mean, what do you think about the BMF side of the city back in the day, though, D? Because
Well, the BML side basically is
Yeah.
what branded the whole industry.
Yeah.
So I people can say what they want to say, but I've been in the industry a long time,
Yeah.
and I remember when nobody was riding Lamborghinis, nobody
Yeah.
was riding Rolexes,
Come on.
nobody was staying in condos downtown,
Yeah.
nobody even thought about even imagining being in a mansion or throwing money in those strip clubs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because we from the ATL, home of the pimps and the money makers. We started, strip club started off because we had the girls going into the strip club to make money for us. So
Come
we
on.
never was throwing no money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But with the BMF era, we started and created a whole movement, basically a blueprint
Yeah.
to teach you how to act.
Yeah.
You know
How to move accordingly.
Basically how to
Man.
move accordingly.
Exactly.
Basically how to move accordingly, and it also gave you that, oh, he can do that, I can get me one. It
Yeah.
put a little fire up under a lot of people,
Exactly.
even though, people might say, nah, I did it on my own. Like it always take something to motivate you. And I
Yeah.
think that, Big Meech, you know what I'm saying, he motivated a lot of people, especially, and it started right here at Scrokers.
But
Shout out
answer me
to that,
this,
man.
though, D, being somebody that Meech talked to when he touched down, what was that like for you, just slick being an ambassador at the same time to the folks coming in here?
Well, man, me and Meech, man, like I knew him before he was Big Meech, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just knew him as Meechie, you know what I'm saying? Like, just Meech from Decatur, you know what I mean? So like I when I was around, when I came around the whole BMF era, it wasn't no BMF. It was just Big Meech, me, Meechie, Blue. It was just us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was just like a camaraderie of brothers, and we was just together. You know what I'm saying? So,
crazy.
when I seen them now, it's the same thing. It's the camaraderie of brothers. It's like I see you. It's just like I seen you last week.
Yeah.
It's the same way, because I don't get caught up in what's going on. If me and you cool, then I deal with you. And
Exactly.
me and you got a relationship. You ain't did nothing to me, I ain't did nothing to you. Every time I
Exactly.
see you, it's all love.
It's gonna be love every
Yes, sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
I mean, but D, take me through those, moments in time though, because I
Okay.
mean, in that night is that big time, and I mean that Atlanta where it was the big rims and the old schools.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Riding
but
around.
yeah, and then you got to think too, man. Technology has kind of deadened the camaraderie that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because like at certain points, you didn't have cell phones. You had to go parking lot pimp. So you would be outside fresh. Your car gonna be
Come
right. You gonna be
on.
on the
Come
phone.
on.
You pimped. You talking. You trying to get numbers.
Exactly.
You know how to conversate, and that brought people out, and it showed, and you can see it.
Exactly.
But now with technology, folks don't want to come out. They gonna be on their phone. They
Yeah.
trying to do this. They might be in the club. They on the phone in the club. They doing this the whole time.
Come on.
It ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got no game, no sauce, no nothing no more because you don't even use it, and it's like a tool. If you don't use it, basically. If you don't use it, what you gonna do? If you don't work out, if you don't use your legs, your ass ain't gonna be able to walk.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
come
So
on.
if you don't use your game, you don't use your mouthpiece, and you don't use your brain to come up with a thought.
Yeah.
Then you using your phone and you doing this all day. Then it's gonna weaken that, but
Yeah.
it's gonna strengthen this. Your fingers gonna get strong.
Come
your
on.
brain gonna get weak.
Strong.